What's up, everybody? I got a topic today. It's a little quick topic, but it's very important. My topic today is reaching your full potential. Reaching your full potential. Now, I know a lot of times we go through life, and a lot of times, a lot of us live in fear and feel like we can't do it. Um, it's hard to convince us that we can do more than what we can. Sometimes we have to step out on faith in order to be able to reach our full potential. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the Bible says. Bible says, the Bible speaks about full potential as being found in relationship with God and living according to his will. It emphasizes that God has given each person unique gifts and abilities, and that by faith and obedience, individuals can fulfill their potential for good, making a positive impact on the world. This involves using one's talents, serving others, and striving for excellence in all endeavors, recognizing that God's strength empowers believers to overcome challenges and achieve more than they could on their own. So, with that being said, listen, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. I know some people like to play things safe. Well, I'll stick with this job. It's easy. It don't pay that good, but it's easy work. Um, it's not really much of a challenge. I'll just stick here there, even though you would like to see what it's like to have another kind of job. Like you may hear about another job paying two times, let's just say two times of what you're being paid there. But it's a little bit more challenging. But you won't take that leap of faith because you're comfortable. You get comfortable in the space that you are. You never reach your full potential as long as you keep holding yourself back. So I don't want you to hold yourself back. So that's why I decided to do this message today so that I can encourage somebody to, go out, step out on faith, you know. Um, don't get stagnant in what you in, you know. So let me see. So I also looked up what does the Bible say about believing in yourself. Okay, on here it says, uh, let me see. The Bible emphasizing trusting in God and recognizing that any abilities or strengths one possesses come from Him, come from God. While healthy self esteem is not discouraged, it should be grounded in humility and a recognition of God's rule in one's life. So basically, all things come together for your good in God's will. So if you're fearful, if you're doubtful, go to God, ask Him for help. Trust Him, trust in His plan. Um, but if God give you the sign, give you the hint to going out and do something different for yourself, do it. It don't even necessarily have to be a job. It could be uh, being a homeowner. It could be uh, buying a vehicle for the first time. Um, Different things in life, different challenges. A lot of times we say we can't. Like I on one of my past videos, I mentioned about being on a job for a while and not getting paid really what I was worth, but I loved the job. Then leaving that job unexpectedly, leaving that job, and then going to apply for another job that was similar to it, but I had years of experience from that job. So I wasn't going to go. I put it that way, I decided that I was not going to go and apply for another job in which I have all of this experience and still get the same pay. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take a bet on myself. So I went out there and I applied for the new job, and I asked for $3 an hour more than what I was getting paid at the old job. And they liked my resume, they liked my application, everything was all good. The manager was pleased with everything, but his only concern was the pay rate that I was asking. So he took me in there. We had a final meeting with the owner. The owner looked at my application. He's like, "Oh, everything is good. Like, what are we waiting for?" So the manager said, "Well, everything is good, but this." So he pointed out the amount of pay that I was asking for, and the owner said, "Ooh, well, we don't usually pay that much like that, but," he said, "with your resume and with your skills, we can use that around here. Give him what he want. When can you work?" I said, "I'll be ready to work tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning." That was it. I bet on myself. I believed in myself. I realized that, I had qualities in myself that maybe the past job didn't see or appreciate. And this job was willing to take that on. But if I would have just stayed in that comfort zone and like, I would never have made it to the next level in my life. So that was a positive turn for me, because I never did that before. Usually before then, if I would apply for a job, I would take the pay that they was offering. Like, I never, went higher with no pay. I just always went with what they gave me. So at that point, that was a turning point for me. So anyway, my point is today, like I say, I want you to reach your fullest potential. And I'm saying this today because, uh, I'm older. I got a couple of days left. My birthday, July 1st. And for the rest of me being 52 years old, I'm going to be sending out as much encouragement and as I can from what I've learned in the past, and hoping that I can be able to help somebody else as they go through life. But that's all I got. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. To the next time, love, peace, and blessings. All right? Period. I'll see you on the next one.